All right, so another example. Look at number 28, for example. Antiderivative of x to the power 2 over 3, x to the power minus 4 over 3, minus 3. Again, this is an example where you cannot do it one by one because there's a product. So what you have to do is you have to simplify it first by multiplying and simplifying the powers. So it becomes 2 over 3 minus 4 over 3 minus 2 over 3 minus 3x to the power 2 over 3. Now you can do them one by one. Add 1, minus 2 over 3 plus 1 is 1 over 3. Divide by 1 over 3 is the same as multiplying by 3 over 1. Minus 3, x to the power 2 over 3 plus 1 is 5 over 3. Multiplied by 3 over 5 instead, plus c. This gives you 3 cube root of x if you want to change it. Or if you don't, you can keep it as x to the power 5 over 3 plus c. There is basically, this is it. What I want to solve now, I want to solve examples like number 37 and 38 and 39. I'll do example number 37 and example number 40 and example number 42. All right, and you do the rest. They are exactly the same. See, in these questions, what they are asking for changes. See, in the first kind of questions that we were solving, they were just asking to find an antiderivative, and we did. Here, they are saying find the function satisfying the conditions. So we have to find the function f of x with the given conditions. What are the conditions? In number 37, they're saying the derivative of f is 3ex plus x. On top, they are telling me that f of 0 is equal to 4. See, what will happen here is they gave me what the derivative is. When we want to get f, if I know what the derivative is, what do I do to get f? I get the antiderivative. But when I get the antiderivative, I'll get 3ex plus x squared over 2 plus c. I will not get a function only. I will get a family of functions, because I get this constant of integration, which is c. So I didn't really find the one function they are looking for. But because usually this is the general antiderivative, the general integral, and we're done. But here they gave me a condition. What condition did they give me? They gave me a point on the function that you're looking for. When they give you a point on the function they are looking for, you remember when I said we get family of functions when did we do antiderivatives? Let me show you. And we get a family of functions. What did I specifically say about those families of functions? They never meet. Since they never meet, then there is no one point that belongs to them all. If you are talking about one point, it should belong to how many of those functions? One and only one. And how do I find that one particular function that we are talking about? We find it from the condition that they gave us. See, the general function looks like this. But the specific function you are searching for, when you substitute 0 in it, the answer should be 4. Let's try to substitute 0 in the function that we just got. We will get 3e to the power 0 plus 0 over 2 plus c. What should this be totaling? 4. So 3 times 1, 3 plus c should total how much? 4. So c is forced to be how much? 4 minus 3, which is 1. So this particular point, which is the point 0, 4 on the curve, lies on which particular function? It lies on the function 3ex plus x squared over 2 plus 1. The c is 1 for this point to be on the function. And this is the particular function that we are looking for. This is the particular family of functions. Particular function out of all the family that we had that passes through the point 0, 4, or for which f of 0 is equal to 4. For any other value of c, if you put it, it cannot pass through this point because we said those set of functions, those family of functions do not meet. So they do not have any point in common. So if you take one point in particular, it has to belong to one function only, not more than that. It's impossible. Another example is they changed the condition. So if you look at number 40, they said f prime double prime of x is equal to 20x cubed. So the second derivative is 20x cubed plus 2e2x. And the first derivative evaluated at 0 is minus 3. The first derivative evaluated at 0 is 2. So we start with the second derivative, and what do they want us to find? They still want us to find f of x. To find f of x from the second derivative, we have to first move to the first derivative. To move from the second back to the first, we have to do an antiderivative. What will we get when we do anti-differentiation? We will get 20x4 over 4, so 5x4, plus 2 times 1 over 2 because it's kx, so 2 times 1 over k, so 2 times 1 over 2, which is 1, ekx again, plus c. This is the derivative function. It's a family of functions. But we know f prime at 0 is equal to minus 3. So f prime at 0 has to be equal to minus 3. But what is f prime at 0? It is 5 times 0, 0, plus e to the power 0, which is 1, plus c. This answer has to be equal to how much? Minus 3. So this means c is equal to how much? Minus 4. So what's the derivative function that we're searching for? It's 5x4 plus e2x minus 4. This is not what I was searching for. I was searching for f. How do we get f from the derivative? We do antiderivatives. What's the antiderivative of this? It's 5x5 over 5, so x5, plus 1 over 2 e to the 2x, minus 4x, because the antiderivative of minus 4 is minus 4x, plus a new constant, call it c1. You can call it c again as long as you know that this c is not the same as this c. Now, how do I find the c1 to find this particular function you're looking for? From the other condition that they gave me. F of 0, which is equal to 0 plus half times e0 half minus 4 times 0, 0 plus c1 should be equal to how much according to what they said? It should be equal to 2. So this means that c1 is 2 minus half, which is 3 over 2. That's why the function that we were searching for was x to the power 5 plus half e2x minus 4x plus c1, which is 3 over 2. There is one more example on this, and it uses another condition. It starts with f double prime as well. It's number 42. It starts with f double prime as well. But it gives me another kind of conditions. It doesn't give me a value of f prime and the value of f. It gives me two values of f. Now in this scenario, I try finding the first derivative. The first derivative is the antiderivative of this, the integral of this. Now what is the variable? T. What's the antiderivative of 4? 4t. The antiderivative of 6t is 6t to the power 1 plus 1, 2 over 2 plus a constant. Can I find the constant now before getting backwards one more time? I don't have a condition on f prime. So I cannot find f prime now directly. What I have to do is I have to move to f of t, which is the antiderivative of f prime with the c involved. This gives me 4t squared over 2 plus 6 over 2 t3 over 3 plus the c comes c multiplied by t, because any constant, its antiderivative is constant times t, or if we are integrating with respect to x, it will be constant times x, plus now another constant, call it t so that you don't mix them up. So what does f of t look like now? 2t squared plus 6 over 2, 3 divided by 3 cancel t cubed, plus ct plus d. To find the function that we are looking for, we have to find c and d, two unknowns. That's why how many conditions did they give us? 2. F at 1 should be equal to 3. This means that when I substitute 1 here, 2 plus 1 plus C plus D, the answer should be 3. This means that C plus D is equal to 3 minus 3. They are equal to 0. The second condition is that F at minus 1 should be minus 2. This means 2 times minus 1 squared plus minus 1 cubed, which is minus 1, plus C times minus 1, which is minus C, plus D is equal to minus 2, which means that minus C plus D equals minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 plus 1, it's equal to minus 3. Do you see those two equations, two unknowns? You solve them simply by just adding one to the other. You get C minus C0, 2D equals minus 3. So D equals minus 3 over 2. And then you back substitute. C plus D equals 0. So C minus 3 over 2 is 0. So C is equal to 3 over 2. You got those two answers. This means you go back and you say F of t is what? It's 2t squared plus t cubed plus 3 over 2c minus 3 over 2. Does this satisfy the conditions that they gave us in the beginning? Is f of 1 equal to 3? 2 plus 1 plus 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2, 3. Well done. Is f at minus 1 equal to minus 2? 2 minus 1, 1. Minus 3 over 2 is minus half. Minus 3 over 2 again is minus 4 over 2, which is minus 2. Bravo. What about the second derivative? Is it equal to 4 plus 6t as we started with? The second derivative is first 4t plus 6t squared. So let's check. This is just for you to see that we really did it right. But of course, you do not need to write it in the exam. F prime is 4t plus 3t squared plus 3 over 2 plus 0. The second derivative is 4 plus 6t plus the derivative of 3 over 2, which is 0. And we already checked f of 1 is 2 plus 1 plus 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2, which is 3. Exactly what we wanted. F at minus 1 is 2 minus 1 minus 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2, which is 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 3 over 2 minus half minus 3 over 2 is minus 4 over 2, which is minus 2. It's exactly the information we started with. We went backwards in a proper way to find the function that satisfies the condition above. This is the f of t satisfying the conditions that we started with. All right, this is another kind of question which takes us back from f prime or f double prime into the original function that we started with. All right, thank you.